Pokemon has always been a staple in my life, helping me through high school and allowing me the chance to meet new friends through our similar interest in the series. It's also because of Pokemon that I became infatuated with video games and decided to work towards becoming a game developer. So as a small comeback to YouTube, I've decided to make a new series, which I think I'll call Generation Dash. Basically in this series, I'm going to play through Generations 1 to Generation 7, so that I, along with all of you, can revisit the joys of our childhood and experience the changes Pokemon went through over the years to get to where it is now. I will attempt to do a set on Generation 8, however I'm replaying the games using emulators, and as of the time of releasing this, I'm not really aware if I can emulate the Switch, but I will do more research on that going forward. So with that out of the way, let's go over some of the rules. Firstly, I'll only be playing one main series game per generation. This means that remakes and remasters are out of the question, so no Fire Red Leaf Green, no Heart Gold Soul Silver, and no Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This is mainly down to the fact that we'll have played the respective generations for those games, so there's no point in replaying them in a different generations format. Games like Yellow, Crystal, Emerald, and Platinum will be considered as the third game of their respective generation, so we'll take that into account, and if they are chosen, that game counts for that generation. This is the same case for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so that makes 1 of 4 total games for Generation 7. The only games this won't count for will be Generation 5's games, as they're sequel games, so it makes sense to play one of each to connect the generation's story. Next rule is that there won't be any game tampering other than one exception. This means that randomizing encounters, items, etc. isn't allowed. The only things that will be randomized will be egg spawns, as most gift egg Pokemon aren't all that, and it makes the gift egg mechanic a little bit more interesting. With this in mind, however, breeding will not be allowed as a result. This is mostly down to the fact that the randomized eggs could be used for farming pseudo-legendaries and legendaries that are usually not obtainable. Next is that items can only be used outside of battle, with the exception of held items, which we can use in battle. This is to make battles a tad more interesting and to add challenge, as it'd be too easy to spam revives and potions in sticky situations. Finally, glitches and exploits are only partially allowed. Anything completely game breaking like walk through all glitches for skipping, or glitches that just straight up kill the game aren't allowed, because we wouldn't want to kill the run midway through or just make the gameplay boring. With the rules out of the way, we can actually get started. We'll be starting with Pokemon Yellow over Red or Blue, because that was actually my first ever Pokemon game. Just as a side note, I actually still own the limited edition GBC that came with the Pokemon Yellow bundle, but sadly I lost the original game, so I had to replace it. Press F for OG Yellow. So anyway, let's get started, and I hope you all enjoy the series. Hello guys, and we're off, so welcome to the Pokemon Special Edition Pokemon Yellow Pikachu Edition. This is actually the second time I've had to record this now because for whatever reason my noise gate decided to cut out basically all my audio in the first recording, so fun. I'm playing around with new microphones and all sorts of audio settings to try and reduce the PC noise, so it's not turning out great so far. So just bear with me, guys. Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. Oh, I can't read today. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. For some reason, Pokemon are pets? I swear I read that wrong. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, what is your name? Now, I haven't got any cool or funny nicknames, so I'm just gonna go with Yellow, because I'm basic. Right, so your name is Yellow. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What was his name again? We're just gonna go with Blue, because, you know, casuals. That's right, I remember now. His name is Blue. Yellow. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits you. Let's go. I added the U in there because my brain's just not working today. And we're in. So guys, just before we start doing anything, bear with me on commentary because I'm seriously not good at commentary. Oop, I don't want to do that. I'm working on it, and hopefully throughout the series I do get better at it, but as it stands right now, this is my first video back in, I think, a few months, so I'm not going to be on top of my game when it comes to commentary, not like I ever was before, but, you know, this time around I'm trying a few different things. So I'll be reading out the text just to try and fill in a few of those gaps, except for that text box. That was close. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. That's if I could read properly. Wild Pikachu appeared. Fun. I wonder how that happened. I swear Oak is using cheats because, like, Pikachu, especially in Pokemon Yellow, don't even spawn in Viridian Forest like they should in Red and Blue. So the fact that it spawned here is like 1 in a million chance. I think he'd have a higher chances of catching a shiny than finding a Pikachu out here. Phew! A Pokemon can appear anytime in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. And so he leads us away. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Blue, why are you here already? I said for you to come by later. Oh, whatever. Didn't read that bit. Look, Yellow, do you see that ball on the table? It's called a Pokeball. It holds a Pokemon inside. You may have it. Go on, take it. Hey. Hey Gramps, what about me? Be patient, Blue. I'll give you one later. I can't read today. Awesome. And he steals it. No way, Yellow. I want this Pokemon. Blue, what are you doing? Gramps, I want this one. But alright then. That Pokemon is yours. I was going to give you one anyway. Yellow, come over here. Yellow, this is the Pokemon I caught earlier. You can have it. I caught it in the wild, and it's not tame yet. Do you want to give it a nickname? Yes, I do in fact want to give it a nickname, and I'm going to go with the exact same nickname I picked before. Zippy, because I'm unoriginal and can't think of anything better to call a Pikachu. Okay. So, we're up and going. We have Pikachu. I can't remember if Gen 1 had natures or not, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. Not that I can remember anyway. The thing is, Gen 1's my favourite gen too. Well, not my favourite gen out of all of them, but definitely one of my favourites to go back to. So you think I'd know that. Now, the last time I did this recording, I completely messed up this battle and got 2-shot. So hopefully this time round, that won't happen and I'll get a tiny bit luckier. I need to either get a paralysis or crit. Or just get tackled to death. I can see this happening. For anyone that doesn't know, if you feel the rival battle, it doesn't matter. It just continue on as normal. Oh, come on, man. course he crits. Ah, it's just my luck. Yeah, am I great or what? No, you're not. Okay, I'll make Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Gramps, smell you later. The age-old line. Definite. Oh. Would you look at that? It's odd, but it appears your Pikachu dislikes Pokeballs. You should just keep it with you. That should make it happy. You can talk to it and see how it feels about you. So, we're gonna move on now, and... yeah, there we go. So we're off and ready to go. So, in this episode in particular, what we're going to try to cover is... we're going to get our free Pokeballs, which for anyone that doesn't actually know, if you do the rival battle up in just before Victory Road, you can actually... well, this is before you catch a Pokemon. If you do that battle before you catch a Pokemon, or go out and buy Pokeballs, and then go back down to Oak, then he'll give you a free 5 Pokeballs, which is going to save us a bit of money in the long run, so I'm going to do that instead. That also gives me an excuse to grind Pikachu up to a higher level, because we're going to need him at around level 10 for Gary, just to make sure that, or Blue, sorry, just to make sure that we don't actually, you know, faint, because that would be a waste of time that way. And we'd also, in Gen 1, you lose half your money for fainting, which we don't want at this point, not this early on in the game. And then once we get that, we'll catch ourselves a Nidoran meal, just because I prefer Nidoking over Nidoqueen, and we'll get it to level 12 using so that we can get Double Kick. Once I got Double Kick, we'll cover Brock, and then we'll end the episode at that. Between grinding sessions, I'm going to actually cut, just because if I left all the grinding in there, we'd have like maybe 30-40 minutes worth of footage that we don't really want to sit through. So yeah, I'm going to grind Pikachu up to about level 9 or 10, and then I'll start the footage back up. So be back in a second, guys. And we're back, guys. So I went and grind Pikachu up there to level, well, sorry, Zippy. We leveled Zippy up to 9, and we're now going to go get the Pokemon parcel for Oak, because I completely forgot I had to do that. And then we're going to go do the rival fight. Now, the reason I'm doing it in this order is because I actually don't know if doing it in any other order will actually mess it up, and knowing Gen 1, it could end up getting glitched out and not give me the free Pokeballs. It might not, but this is the order I did it in originally, and it's the order I'm going to do it in now, just to be on the safe side. Because I will not deny I've had my fair share of issues with Gen 1, and this would not be the first time I've been afraid to even do anything any different way, in case it just dies. So we're going to quickly drop this parcel off to Oak. There we go. So we're now good to go. Right, go back to reading. Gramps. Gramps, my Pokemon has grown stronger. Check it out. Ah, Blue, good timing. I needed to ask both of you to do something for me. On the desk there is my invention, Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Yellow and Blue. Take these with you. Nice. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world, that was my dream. But I'm too old, I can't do it. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. Yellow, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. Why would you hate to say that? I don't understand. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Thanks, man. You're the best rival a guy could ask for. So, we're now ready to go and do this rival fight. Now, last time if I can remember right, last time it went okay at level 9. I think there was a few times where I could have maybe died, but... or whited out even. So, hopefully this time Ryan will have better paralysis luck. Since before it was literally just paralysis, wasn't kicking in at all. Which usually doesn't happen for me. Usually I get pretty lucky with paralysis. There we go. I need to play around with the key bindings on my controller as well, because for some reason triangle's still binded to move right. I don't know why it would ever be binded to movement, but, you know. So it's weird. DS4 is really weird. You're going to the Pokemon League. Forget it. You probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Well, you're about to find out. Blue wants to fight. If I remember right, in Red and Blue, he actually is a Pidgey, but this isn't Red and Blue, so that doesn't matter. Oh. The last thing I need is my defense going down. Right, we're gonna start off with Thunder Wave to be on the safe side. Yes! Much better. Ow. What's worse as well is Pikachu's got a pretty high base speed, so I should be getting decent crits. But I don't think... I've had about 2 crits this entire time, and that's taking into account all the grinding as well. But that's fine, because... there we go, we won. Oh, speak of the devil, there's a critical hit there. And we're now level 10. Nice. I hear Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. We should quit dawdling and get a move on. Right, okay. So we've beaten the rival and now we'll go get our free Pokeballs, and then once we've done that we'll... well, we've got one or two options. We can either hunt for a Nidoran meal here and hope we find a level 4, or we can go through Viridian Forest and get a Nidoran meal just before Pewter City, which I think has a chance to spawn at level 6, which will save a little bit of grinding, but I mean, we'll end up missing out all the trainers that we could potentially get XP off, so it's really what's more worth the grind. Is it more worth the grind, or would we be better off switch training through Viridian Forest? But we'll see what happens. I'm telling you, every time I come down this route, I get at least one encounter. But never more than one encounter. Or, well, not most of the time. That was a weird thing about the Game Boy Color, or at least in emulators anyway, it's more noticeable. Whenever you go to certain towns, the colours will end up changing. Okay. You must catch them. Use There we go. So there we go. 5 Pokeballs. 5 free Pokeballs. I know I said I would read some of the text, but keyword being some of it. Because for the most part, if it's unimportant, then I'm just going to skip it. So now we make our way back up. Come on, man. Always when I get to the last tile. Right now we don't need a Pidgey, but we'll probably... Well, actually, no, we won't worry about a flying type right now. Flying types we'll probably worry about later on down the line. Because we'll be getting a Charmander for the Fire Gym, or not Fire Gym, Grass Gym. So we won't need any flying types for type advantage. Plus there's that, and I've got a particular team in mind anyway, so we'll go with that team. So just get healed up real quick here, and our next step will be to get a Nidoran meal. We still have the catching tutorial to do as well, but we'll do that on the way up. So we'll actually go catch a Nidoran meal here on Victory... it's not Victory Road. Just before Victory Road, I can't mind the right's name. Hopefully we'll get pretty lucky and get a level 4. Come on. If this starts to take too long, I'll probably just cut to finding one. Oh, as I said, please be level 4. Yes! Awesome. So, we're going to play it safe and Thunderwave it. And then just try to catch it in one ball. Nice. So we'll heal off that paralysis real quick, and then make our way to Viridian Forest. I was going to nickname the Nidoran like in the last playthrough, since obviously that's what I did, but I'm probably going to avoid nicknaming a lot of Pokemon just because there's not really much time to think about nicknames. But if there's a particular Pokemon I have in mind that I want a nickname for, then I'll pop a nickname onto it. In later playthroughs, I'll nickname every single Pokemon, because at that point hopefully I'll get some suggestions from you guys, and I might even put it to a poll to see which is the best nicknames. But we'll see how it goes. So now we gotta go do this tutorial. I really need to remember to start reading more text boxes so that most of the gameplay isn't just me sitting quiet. Because I do want to avoid no commentary. Because then it kind of doesn't feel like a playthrough at all. It kind of just feels like you're watching just plain old gameplay. And at that point, like, that's pretty boring. Or at least in my opinion, it's pretty boring. So I want to avoid that. So now, I think there are 1 or 2 trainers here, aren't there? I could have skipped this patch of grass. No, there we go. So here's what we're gonna do now. Gonna put Nidoran on the front, and then we're gonna switch training for a little bit. See if she does anything. Alright, go into Viridian Forest. Be careful, it's a natural maze. You have to roam far to get new kinds of Pokemon. Look for other types outside of Viridian Forest. Not an option right now. Okay, so we're gonna nab some of the items here as well, if I remember where they all are. And this shouldn't take too long. Just mix back the Pokeball we used on Nidoran. We might actually... yeah, we'll see if we can take out this Metapod here. Nope, okay. Not happening. I'm going to avoid doing too many battles, but I'll do this as just a little XP on the side to shorten the grind later on. Because I'm going to have to cut out the footage of me grinding Nidoran up, because that will literally take forever. If I remember right, it took me roughly 20 or 30 minutes to get him from level 4 to level 12, which is when he learns Double Kick. I can actually remember my first time playing Pokemon Yellow. I actually had a Pidgey in my team, and I never leveled it up, but I decided, because I was so smart back then, I want to take this Pidgey into Brock's gym at like level 4 or 5. And yeah, somehow I got so lucky with my sand attacks that I never got hit, and I managed to nearly completely solo his gym with just that Pidgey. Of course, I ran out of power points for, I think, Gust, so I had to use my other Pokemon. But yeah, sand attack was pretty gross in Gen 1. Or at least the way I remember it. It was pretty gross in Gen 1. It still is pretty gross now, but just not really as good as it used to be. Or at least to me, it doesn't feel like it's as good as it used to be. So we'll do some of these battles here to get some XP. If I can, I'll actually try to skip some of the trainers so that I can get up to Pewter City, grind a little bit on the grass just outside of Pewter City, and then actually come back and battle those trainers again when I'm slightly stronger, and whenever I have Horn Attack, so that I can shorten down the grind a little bit. Because obviously trainers give more XP, so better option. I wonder if I could get away with a Leer here. Probably not worth the risk. Although he is slowing me down, so it doesn't really matter either way at this point. Good job with speed that downs and not defense, or else I'd be pretty screwed. I'll stay out and actually swap to Pikachu. If I remember right, Caterpie isn't actually that specially defensive. But then again, in Gen 1, for anyone that doesn't know, in Gen 1, special attack and special defense were actually both combined into one stat, just called special. So, things were a tad different then than they are now. I maybe should have used that on Pikachu, but I do get another potion later on down the line anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Speak of the devil. It's always the first patch of grass. It's either the first or the last patch of grass I'll get an encounter in. I'm not gonna bother wasting HP or power points. Nice, okay. I need to remember that that trainer is back there for later on. Knowing me, I'll probably end up forgetting anyway. I'll actually make this a slight tad easier this time. I'm just going to use String Shot to... He might use String Shot. He might use it a little bit. I mean, I'm not sure if anybody else noticed, but in general, especially, I felt like every time I used stat affliction moves, it tends or AI, even the AI tends to copy me and use their own status affliction moves. Now, that's just something I noticed. Whether that's actually how it works or not, I don't know. Also, if that was a crit, then that was a really bad crit. Ah, nice. We may not even need to do the grind by the looks of it. That's fine, he's just gonna spam harden, so we'll just keep horde attacking until we get a crit. Oh, he does have tackle. It's fine by me. Oh. You can't really down my speed anymore. It's not like it matters. There we go. I'm telling you, I always get crits when they've got like no HP left, so it's basically pointless. I love my luck for this game. Just gonna do that to be on the safe side. Caterpie, get lost. I don't want you. That'll give me some side XP as well, which I'll need to get those extra levels. I might just be able to do this in one take without any cuts, because by the looks of it, I'm probably going to be able to get to level 12 relatively quickly. Or at least compared to last time. Last time I had a level 2 Nidoran, so the grind was awful. I had to switch train... Yeah, I had to switch train every single trainer here in Viridian Forest, which didn't get me much XP. That should be an easy, maybe 2-shot. I love that built-in chance for status affliction moves to feel for the AIs. That really does help. Though it's not like it kicks in as much as I'd like it to. Nice. I might actually... Well, I'll go up and heal to get my power points back, and I'll go back for that other trainer. And we'll see if we can get up to level 12 by then. And if we can, we'll just do it all in one take. Well, 49, so we should level up in like 2 more Metapod, and then that other trainer should get us to level 12, so we'll do that all in one take. But we'll go up and get healed first, just to be on the safe side. Because I don't want to be wasting all of my items before I even get to the gyms. especially whenever it comes to gyms like Koga's, because from what I can remember in Koga's gym, he loves to just mess with your accuracy and also use toxic, which, oh, I could not stand that back in the day. So if I remember right, that trainer was all the way back to the far right, so any encounters between us and them should give us a few extra XP to get those levels. If we end up getting to level 12 before we even get to him, in fact I'll probably avoid a few battles just to make sure I don't end up just wasting my time. If it's not a Metapod, then I'll probably just skip it. And also guys, just FYI, if you can hear a hissing, I've been trying to get rid of that, but yeah, for whatever reason, I can't. I literally can't. I've tried adding noise reduction, noise suspension. I've tried that. I've tried a noise gate, but that's what screwed over my audio the first time. So I'm just taking off the noise gate. There's literally nothing I can do to get rid of it. So anytime there's no sound and you hear the hissing, that's just my computer being loud as always. Probably going to be getting some new fans to try and cut that sound down, but no guarantees. I'm still kind of an amateur when it comes to setting up recording devices, so yeah, the sound quality isn't the best, but that's a work in progress. It is a definite work in progress. There he is. I might actually get both my levels from this. That's if I can... Or that's if he uses a higher level Pokemon. Just trying to find the word there, but... Yeah, again, Breen's dying today, so just ignore it. This should be a one-shot. Yeah. Wow. Crit. Can we get another crit? Ah. I was really hoping I'd get both levels from that, but that's fine. There's no way I can't. There's no way I'm not much XP away. Literally 9. Are you kidding me? Oh, I love this game. So this Caterpie should give us double kick, and then we can actually go hit Brock's gym. If I'd remember where all my moves are. I might actually move double kick up to the front there, or the first slot. If that was actually, I can't even remember in Gen 1 if you can move your moves. But I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, you can. Okay. That's fine. You know what, guys? I'm actually going to skip to when I get to Peter City because this will take a while by the looks of it. So, be back in a second. And we're back, guys. I kid you not, we definitely did need to do that because every 3 steps was an encounter. I'm not even kidding when I say that. That's how unlucky I am with encounter rates. And yet, if I'm remembering right, Bulbasaur is supposed to be in Viridian Forest in Pokemon Yellow. Yeah, not a single one, but plenty of Caterpie. And actually one single Pidgey as well. Lucky me. So, now we're actually ready to go do Brock's Gym. I'm actually glad we were able to get those levels so quickly, because before, I'm telling you, I spent like 20-30 minutes grinding. It was extremely slow. This time around, we'll just speed right through. We're gonna do him first, just for some extra levels, so that'll make it so much quicker. Does a lot less damage than I was hoping before. But again, it is a Diglett. Wait, if I remember right, this didn't do a whole load of damage to Sandshrew the first time. Yeah. Fun! Oh, we're getting really low here. Right, we're gonna play this smart. We're gonna swap it to Pikachu and lower his defense more. One more should do it. We might actually let Pikachu faint here, because that means we could sneak in another one. Or it'll fail. Yikes, man. Gen 1 signs. Please do more damage. There we go. Nice. Okay, just gonna heal up here real quick. We're back for round 2. Okay, let's go. So, Brock's on the front here. Or not Brock, Nidoran. This shouldn't be too difficult. In fact, if it goes the way it did before, he will use Bide a lot, which will give me the chance to actually lower his defense enough to basically, I think it was a 2-shot the last time? Might be wrong about that, but pretty sure it was a 2-shot. So if we can deal with Geodude really quickly here, then we'll have enough HP to survive Onyx. I could have been slightly dirty and started with Pikachu and Tail Whipped him, but there's really no point because he's not that difficult. Yeah, there we go, he's going for Bind. Oh no, wait, that's Bind, sorry. There it is, Bide. This will give me a chance to get off 3 Leers. Yeah, 3 Leers. Which then should be... that should be enough. Ah, he's gonna start binding. I really do hate this move. If I remember right, I can't even swap out either, so there's a good chance I might beat here. I really need to 2-shot him here. Yikes, that was a critical. I might be okay, I might be okay. Oh, okay, that was just weird. A critical did about, what, a third? Or something like that? And a non-critical did half. There we go, we got the boulder badge. Nice. It's a far ton quicker than it was before. Pretty sure he gives us Bide here as well. A TM contains a technique that can be taught to Pokemon. A TM is good only once, so when you use it to teach a new technique, pick the Pokemon carefully. TM34 contains Bide. Your Pokemon will absorb damage in battle, then pay it back double. And I've just started the dialogue again. Awesome. Okay, so now we've got the Boulder Badge and we've got Bide, which I'm never going to use because it's a useless move. And also, I don't know many people or any Pokemon in my team that will be able to use it. Unless can Nidoran use it? Oh, he can. Oh, okay. Well, we're still not going to teach him it because that'd be a waste. So we're going to go get healed up here and then... Actually, we'll leave it at that because that's what we said we would do for this episode. And I'm going to limit... I'm going to try at minimum to try and have at least one gym completed per episode. And if I can do 2, and still keep the episode within like the 20 to 30 minute range, then we will do that. But for the most part, minimum we'll have 1 gym per episode. And if I have to cut a lot out to try and still meet that 20 to 30 minute, then I will. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.